going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Reel Junkies. I'm your host, Farron, here again with my man Vito, and we finally got Vito to watch what I will still consider somewhat of a horror movie.
Are you?
It's a horror comedy, but it's in that genre, and that's
I
the
ain't,
Blackening. We a little
so
late to the party,
I
but
ain't
we
gonna.
we saw it.
So this has been on my my watch list for a minute. So
I
at
actually didn't know
first
that.
it's been on I think it came out in 22, 23. I think it was 22, and I'm like, it looked good, but I don't want to go see this and be disappointed.
Yeah,
So I think it's the first thing it started streaming on. It may have been like Peacock. As soon as it got on Peacock, I threw it in my fucking queue list. Never got around to it. Again, I probably got about out of all the apps I use, I think Crunchyroll, I got 100 by itself. So I probably got like 400 things in my queue list about across different apps. So like
yeah, just sitting
Netflix,
there.
Hulu, HBO, Peacock, Amazon, yeah, just sitting there. And I get to it when I get to it. Then it went on. I think whenever it got to Netflix, I seen that I added that shit, and that might have been the beginning of this year. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it at some point. I just don't know when.
hmm
And like I said, this is the perfect time to get around to it. We still in a we coming out of the Halloween season. Yeah, we gonna spoil some shit for y'all because you ain't seen this yet. Then that's on you.
Yeah, I was like, this has been streaming for a minute, so I think this is a fair one to just give full spoilers on and full thoughts. I didn't really know what to expect going into this. Horror comedy is always like a interesting blend of genres to me because you're
Yeah,
trying to scare someone and make them laugh at the same time, which is like those are conflicting. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Those
Because
you know what I'm saying? Those are
you
those are
don't
conflicting
usually
tones.
have though if you're personally in one of those situations, you may find some shit funny, but like you're not laughing.
You feel me?
That's some
Like,
shit you're gonna think about later. You're like,
hey, nigga, that shit was kind of
yeah.
like,
But in
but it's
that
always
moment,
gonna be after the fact.
yeah, it's not in that moment, like you said, to combine those two things together, and you're trying to have you're trying to have two completely different emotions,
Yeah.
fear and laughter or enjoyment,
hmm
however you want to categorize it. And those are two they're on the opposite sides of the spectrum,
Yeah.
completely opposite. So like you said, it's hard to, get somebody in a scary mood to, to build up that anxiety and fear and then make a nigga laugh,
Yeah. Yeah.
So like you said, even the ones that are really well done, it's really, it's even with them, it's still touch and go with those movies, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's facts. And like you said, that conflicting tone thing, it's a hard thing to pull off. And I'm gonna say this movie pulls it off well-ish. Like, I don't really think this was scary,
No.
honestly, but I don't really think this was really trying to be also. So that's why I don't really hold that against this. Like, it's a horror comedy in the sense that it has like slasher elements.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got a killer, picking apart a group of friends. So like that part of it has horror elements, but like this is really just a comedy just with a dark situation
Yeah.
attached to it. That's really what it
This has
feels
got a
like,
dark tone
honestly.
to it. Yeah, 100%,
Yeah, it's
100%.
just a comedy with a dark tone to it for real.
Um,
It's really a group of college friends who are reuniting at a cabin in the woods. You
10
know what I'm
years
saying?
after, I guess you would say, after they graduated, they had a Juneteenth party, so this is the
Yeah.
anniversary of that party.
Yep.
Or I guess they don't really say it like that, but it's the anniversary of like the last time they seen each other. I guess
Yeah.
everybody was together, so 10 years
hmm
ago today. I'm not gonna lie, though, there were some twists in here that I didn't see coming. There was a very, very, very fucking obvious twist. Um, that
yeah.
and I'm just bring it out. The introduction of Clifton, dog.
It was
Soon
just
as
very
I seen
telegraphed.
this nigga, I
Yeah.
said, "Oh, he's the killer." I said,
I knew it immediately.
I said, "Oh, he's the killer, bro." And it was, I think, so. Like you said, that's why I feel like I don't think they were trying to really make it a horror. They wanted
Yeah,
they
yeah.
wanted to make it a comedy and to make it a dark comedy, because even the way that he is, you like, no, nigga, this is like the lip
Bro,
thing,
that shit was throwing me off the whole time, bro. I'm like, if
dog.
this nigga don't fix his lip, bro, why his shit? It felt like I get it, this movie's a comedy, but that was, like, the most
Dog.
over the top
It
thing in
was.
here
It was
because
it
it
was
felt like he was
so
trying too hard. It felt like he was trying way too hard, like, "Oh, I gotta sound like one of those black dudes that's,
yeah.
like, never been around black people
Yeah.
for real, so I just really gotta talk like this and act like I don't understand any cultural references, and then maybe they'll come across to the audience," you know?
Yeah, and it's crazy because a couple of them, or Imma say, who was it? I think it was Lisa, the dark-skinned young lady who I believe she was on, I gotta pull IMDb up. I believe
She
she
was
was
on,
on.
Dear White People.
Yep,
I
that's
know
what I was thinking about.
that was one thing that was the first thing I
The
recognized her
TV
from.
show, not the movie.
The TV show, yes,
Okay,
not the movie.
and then, the biracial girl, I can't remember her name.
Her, I don't I feel like I've seen her in something before, but
Definitely
I
seen her
couldn't
somewhere
remember
before.
what it was.
I was just looking up the director, I want to see his filmography.
I know now. Empire. She was in Empire.
Was she somebody I watched
She
I watched probably like the first 2 or 3 seasons of Empire.
she was the side chick, not Taraji, but the other girl that Terrence Howard was messing with.
The initial like at the beginning of the show,
Yeah, it was
like
like
his
remember it
wife,
was that I don't remember. Was Anika his wife in that show? I don't really remember, honestly. It's been
the
so
one
long since I
that
watched.
and again, like I said, I stopped watching it, but obviously TikTok, first of all, this was around the same time Power and shit was out, so niggas was spoiling this shit online. So even
Yeah.
if I wanted to watch the shit, I would have been mad.
Yeah.
But she ended up dating his son. It's
Yep,
crazy.
yep,
Okay,
yep.
so that was his wife. Okay, she looked dog, because she kind of
She looked
looked
a little different in this movie, I ain't
she
gonna
looked
lie.
younger.
Yeah, like, I was very confused when I
She
saw this.
looked
I was like I
definitely
seen her, I was like,
younger.
"I recognize this actress, but I can't remember what I've seen her in,"
Same.
and then it didn't when we were preparing for this is when I was like, "Oh, she was in Empire," like, I did not put that together at all that that was her for real. That
Yeah.
kinda threw me off. Really, pretty much most of the actors in here I recognize from TV shows. When
Mhm.
you have Man Boy from Snowfall, my man Melvin
Melvin
Gregg.
Gray. Yo, I want to. So two things. One, I apologize to y'all. I didn't do the research I usually like to do before we review these because I got to shout out our beautiful black queens. You know they were the cast. Shout them out.
Nah, facts.
But dog, Melvin Gregg is one of them. He was one of those Vine niggas, and honestly, he's probably the best nigga that came out of Vine. Like as far as his acting skills,
Yeah,
and not like some of them niggas just was like really king box or king back or whatever. Like he just comes across as corny.
yeah,
I've seen some shit where he was funny in, not gonna even lie. But that nigga Melvin Gregg, bro, every time I see that nigga in a show, he kills that shit.
yeah,
He
no.
really
The
does.
Snowfall was when I was really like, really started to take him serious, like, "Oh, this dude can act for
Yeah.
real." Like, he actually has something.
He got a
He was one of the best parts about this movie to me, I'm
he
not
got
gonna
a
lie.
Netflix. It was a show on Netflix that he did a few years ago where he plays like he's a basketball player. Again, it's in my queue list somewhere.
I was about to say, I can't think of what you're talking about, gang. I ain't gonna lie to
It's
you.
in my queue list somewhere, and I'm on it. Oh, it's called High Flying Bird. It's
Nah, yeah, I'm not hit.
actually it's a movie.
Okay.
So yeah, he's a pro. I think he plays the pro basketball player, but he has a few things on Netflix. I want to say.
Yeah.
Um, oh, American Vandal. That's the TV show. And I'm gonna let you get us back on track right after I say this because I know I just went on a crazy just
I mean, it was still semi-related. We are talking
um
about the cast.
American Vandal, dog. It has another. I don't know if this nigga was on TikTok. It's a white boy, but or not TikTok, Vine. But he the premise of the show is so fucking stupid, dog. But it's shot in like a documentary style of like a crime. But like the crime was
Mm.
like I think somebody shit in something and they were trying to figure out who did it. It's like 6 or
Bro,
7
what?
episodes. It's funny as fuck, and they not, like, showing you shit, so you ain't
Yeah.
gotta like
That was, like,
but
my main concern, I ain't gonna lie. Like, what is we
yeah.
on, gang?
Nah, like I said, even the American Vandal, I seen it the first time, I'm like,
Mm.
"Damn, this might be kinda good." I read it, and then I'm thinking it's like a documentary and shit, and then I'm like, "Oh, no, it's a mockumentary." But one of the niggas on there, Jimmy Tatro, he's on, The Real Bros of Simi Valley. I don't know if you ever seen it. You seen that video where the dude was like, "Yo, is your son eyeballing me?" He
I'm
like
trying to think of what you're
he's
talking
like,
about
"Is
now.
your
Hold
son
on.
eyeballing me? We can go outside." He's like trying to fight a baby.
Uh,
If you see it, you
it's
will
not
know it.
coming to me.
Imma
I
try and
probably will,
find
but
it later, dog,
it's
but
not coming into my head right now. But if
yeah.
that does sound like something I've seen before, but it's
But
not coming to me. It's not playing in my head right now. I'm gonna be so real
yeah.
with you.
But
Um,
back to the point, like you said, I do think he was one of the better points of it.
yes, I would
Honestly,
agree.
and it's only because his character seemed more grounded than everybody else's. Everybody else's character kind of seemed like a caricature um of
To an
black
extent,
people.
yeah.
Eh,
Yeah, there were different segments of like a black friend group. I feel
yeah,
like in this that were some were very, I don't want to say stereotyped, but like
you can
very
say it. Say it.
cliche. Cliche.
Let's
But
say
stereotype, sure.
was her name Shanika? I don't
The
remember.
alcoholic
Yeah,
slash
like,
drug addict.
dog, and the way she did it, bro, like, one, Imma put it like this, dog. Whenever I've gone on a few trips where, you gotta drive a couple hours and you get to a cabin and shit. First of all, especially in Michigan, bro, when you go some of these places, you might not have been welcome, 40, 50 years ago, and
40, 50
even
years ago,
now,
nigga,
even
now.
well, that's what I'm saying, even now, they're, like, passively welcome you,
you
passively
you ain't
passive
I went
aggressively
to
welcome
Central
you.
Michigan University. You ain't telling me nothing I
So
don't already know.
what I do is, I carry protection. Okay.
Yeah.
But I say that to say, I only stop when necessary.
Hmm.
So when she stopped at the gas station, bro, and
Mistake number one.
she stopped in that motherfucker to get some wine. One, you stopped at a gas station. There's no way you knew wine was in that bitch. I don't know where this was supposed to be shot at. Like I
Yeah.
said, I know different states have different rules about how they where they can serve carry liquor or
Yeah.
alcohol, because
Alcohol.
sometimes
Yeah.
wine is not considered liquor or alcohol, so
Hmm.
they can sell wine and but, like, you what? You stop like, "Oh, this my shit." Like, "Okay, you gotta be the."
Like you got to be that. You got to be on
Yeah.
that. Just yeah. No, it was a lot of tropes. I'll say with the friend group, but one thing I did like though is I thought as a group they had some really good chemistry. I'm
So
not gonna lie.
before you get to the group, I wanna step back because we glossed over this shit. I forget her name. I hate that I'm doing that I forgot her name. The girl that played Molly from Insecure,
Yvonne Orgy. I know
Yvonne
exactly
Orji
what
or
you're
something
talking
like
about.
that,
Shout
and
out to
then,
her first of all.
and Jay Farrow, dog,
Forget him. Yvonne Orgy. Shout out to
dog,
her.
no, because when you look at the trailer and shit, you see them because
Yeah.
they are the biggest actors in this film,
Yeah, yeah, I would agree. Yes.
and I actually love when movies do this, when
Take the
they,
biggest actors and off them quick.
put them in a trailer, and then don't show them. It draws people in
Yeah.
because I think me and you talked about this, with the Shelby Oaks,
Mhm.
seeing younger actors, upcoming actors, I hate seeing, it's a Disney movie or they be on Disney Channel for fucking 10 years, then they become an
Mhm.
adult, and then Blockbuster
Yeah.
is this motherfucker. You like, who the fuck? I don't want to see this shit. And
Yeah.
and it may be good, but it's like, I don't want to see this shit. So when you see movies like this, you like, okay, well, there's two big ass actors in this movie. I think he was 2 years removed of Saturday Night Live, and he did have a show, but she was just coming off Insecure.
Yeah.
You had them, and then they're gone. You
Like
know,
immediately, like well, Yvonne Orgy's character lasted a little bit
a
longer,
little. She
but
had,
like they
she
were.
lasted a lot longer, but
You're
I will
right.
say after that initial scene with her,
She was
it
pretty much
may
a
have been a stunt
non-factor.
double. It could
Yeah,
have been
like
a stunt.
after
It could have been a double.
yeah. After that first scene with her, she was mostly like I would say a non-factor for the rest of the movie outside of one scene. Yeah, after that, for real. But she
Yeah,
wasn't really involved for the rest of the story. But I do like that. I agree with you that like the rest of this cast is you know them if you've seen them in their other
yeah.
projects, but
You've
they're not
seen them.
very well known.
It's one of
And
those.
they
Oh, that's
yep, yes. It's
that's
it's a lot of that. It's a
that's
lot of that. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, from that one, John.
because
Yep, yes.
again,
It's a
like you
lot of that in
said, the
this.
and let me go back to the IMDb page so I can stop fucking up their names. I want to say their name. Grace Byers was one. Like you said, I
Yep.
would not have clocked it. That was the chick from
From Empire, yeah, that
Empire
didn't register to me at
at
first
all.
either.
And then Jermaine Fowler, the guy that plays Clifton. I've seen him in things before. Couldn't tell you. And now that I'm seeing this shit, bro, I know exactly where he was in that I remember him from.
Where
Sorry to bother you. in the scene where the nigga he was his best friend.
Oh shit! I hope you have
Nigga,
a good day, brother. I hope you have an amazing one.
smell
Yes,
good, yeah.
you smell even better. Yeah, yeah,
Trying to get
yeah,
like you. Yeah,
yeah,
that's good. He was his
yes.
best friend.
Damn, that was him.
And
Damn,
he was in
I'm looking
Judas
at
and the
his.
Black Messiah. Yo,
I
so again, like they're not they're not A-list actors. I would put them as B-list, B-C-list, usually as supporting actors. But in this
yeah.
film, they were all the stars.
Yeah, there really isn't a main character in this
Yeah,
for real. Like it truly is an
a
ensemble
group thing.
cast and everyone plays off each other and everyone has a role and their chemistry is amazing. That's really what
Yeah.
carries the movie is the chemistry between the cast. That's really at its core what makes this movie work. It's what makes the comedy hit. It's what makes the acting and the interactions from scene to scene hit. It even helps make, even though this movie isn't scary,
Mhm.
when shit's going down
Yeah.
and, like, when they're getting into the shits for real, which we'll get into about this racist ass game they're playing, like, when they get
Dog.
into the shits for real, like, you even though you're not necessarily scared, I don't think this movie does a good job of creating horror elements,
Yeah.
but you are concerned for them because you care about the characters. And to me, this movie does that better than some horror movies do, which to me makes it more effective
Yeah.
when shit's going down and they're actually getting, chased and they're running for their life. You actually feel connected to the characters for real, which makes those scenes more impactful.
I'll even say, like you said, the chemistry was on point with all of them. And even to, like you said, with big friend groups like that, it shows how they come around. So you have the couple there who was Yvonne and Jay Farrow.
Yeah.
And then you have Lisa. I went to his page, so I forgot his name. Lisa, Dwayne, and Allison. You got them three.
Yeah.
And you know that there's tension in the group because of what he says. He's like, yo, and I'm gonna jump on this immediately. The whole black people telepathy.
Bro, that shit was so ignorant. When they
It
whipped it
was
out
so
very
ignorant,
early,
dog.
they whipped it out early. I was like, y'all
Yeah.
doing this for
They
real?
and it was crazy because obviously they exaggerated in some parts of the movie.
Yes.
If you've seen it,
Very
you know.
exaggerated it.
Because
Yes.
you know when you look at your man, like you looking at your girl, you like,
Yeah.
you know what they saying, but they having whole ass conversations like they're mind readers, bro.
Like literally. Yes.
And there's a part in the movie where two characters are having a conversation, and we already said Clifton was the villain. Clifton is like, yo, you lost the only thing you had,
The
element of
element of
surprise.
surprise. Nigga, I
Yes,
heard that
nigga,
whole shit.
y'all. So so they have a conversation in the car, so there's tension in that group.
Mhm.
We don't know why. I thought it was my dude's ex. I thought
That's
it
what
was
I
the nigga
thought at
ex.
first too. That's why when
Um,
dude showed up, I was like, that he don't look like he played for the team that I
yeah.
thought he played for.
So
And then you start to realize, like, oh, okay, now
hey,
I get.
dog, I ain't gonna hold you up, bro. Some of them niggas look like you said, them niggas be like you and me. They not all like that, dog.
Hey, no,
You'll
that's
be
real.
you'll be surprised, dog.
Yeah,
you like, hey,
you.
bro, let's you talking to a nigga like, let's go talk to these honeys, be my wingman.
Yeah, you know what?
Nigga
You got me there.
he starts saying some other shit. You like, oh, my
Oh,
fault, dog. Uh,
I wasn't aware that that's how you were getting down, my
but
friend. No, that's fair. That is fair. It looks can be deceiving,
but
but in this case, you learned it was
yeah, it was
different than that
he was they
situation.
he was with some he was the player archetype
Basically,
in this movie.
yeah,
And like I said, so you see Namdi and King. I hate that this name was King.
that was a
Because
lot.
it was only a lot to me because of how they described him in his past, how he
Yes,
behaved.
yes,
And that's
we was
exactly how
kangs and
I
shit.
would expect a nigga named King to act.
We was kangs and shit. We was
But so
kangs.
you have King and Namdi together, and you can tell they're more so of they the homeboys. All
Yeah.
right. So they the homeboys, they be together. And then, like I said, you got the married couple. So you see how they all come together. And
Hmm.
then I don't know why the fuck Shantanique or Shaniqua or whatever the hell her name is.
Shanika.
Shanika. I lost this page again. I gotta start pulling it up on my second laptop to
No,
do
yeah,
it.
Shanika. She was the very over the top one of the friend group. You
There
could tell she's the life of the party.
if you seen
That was very
Insecure,
apparent,
think about Kelly, but not well written.
but not real.
That's because, like I
Nah,
said, it
that's
was
fair.
like it was
Yeah,
very
yeah,
it wasn't the whole movie. I'll say it was the beginning of the movie really that it was like she kind of
yeah.
fucking annoying, to be honest with
Mhm,
you.
mhm.
But when her and Clifton came in, and that nigga said, you know, where can I put my bags?
Do
Nigga,
that shit at her? Hey, bro. No, I ain't gonna lie. Clifton was a character, like, as soon as he was introduced, I was like, "I need you to have less screen time than what you're having right
yeah,
now."
yeah.
But, like, I instantly understood because I didn't catch on immediately when he was like, "Oh, yeah, he's the best." Like,
The nigga, when
it
I tell you when he ran into her at the store, I
yeah.
said, he's the killer, bro.
Yeah, it didn't register to me until, like, he got to the cabin, and I realized, like, "Oh, they don't really know this nigga for real." I was like,
The one nigga said that. There's like,
"King."
it's Clifton. Last time I seen you was I don't know that nigga. I'm like,
Yeah. No,
yo,
yeah, no,
duh.
first Shanika called him Carlton,
Carlton.
and then, yeah, no, they was, I forgot who said it. They was like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, what's the
Allison.
name? I ain't seen you
Yeah.
since." And then King straight up was like, "I don't know this nigga."
But
Like,
it's
straight up.
funny because like shit, bro, shit really be like that when you see a nigga like I know him. I can't remember where I know him from. But again, this
Yes.
is a friend group. So
Yes.
somebody invite you saying you're here, nigga. I
Somebody invited you
I
here.
wouldn't have thought nothing else of that either if I'm in that situation.
Yeah.
So last time I seen you was I seen a nigga at the airport, bro. I go up to this nigga. I'm like, yo, bro, what's good, dog? Dap the nigga up. And he talking like, who's you? I said, I'm Vito. I said,
Yeah.
Vito.
Whole converse, mid convo, like, hold on, nigga, I gotta be real. Who
I'm
the fuck
like,
is you again?
I'm like, so and so, right? He said, no. I was like, dog, you look just like this nigga.
Nah, that's wild as hell, King.
I said, you look just like this nigga. My fault,
That'd
bro.
be that'd be my concern when I see people. I'd be like, is that who I know? Because if I walk up and then this nigga, who are you? I'ma just do the craziest about face, and I
And
don't need that.
that's the crazy part, bro. Like, I'm sitting over there, I see the nigga. I'm like, damn, that look like whatever, not thinking nothing of it. I'm like, that's not maybe that's not him. And then like he stand up and he's like looking like right at my direction.
Okay, that would have got me. I
And
ain't
I'm
gonna
talking
lie.
to somebody, I'm like, hey, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You know, nigga wasting my time, bro. I'm in a conversation. But it was like I said, it was the look at me like,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna say shit, bro. I was like,
You
my
was
boy,
like, nigga, like you gonna sit here and act like you don't know who I
yeah.
am? On my fault? Oh, you ain't what? Okay, type
So
shit,
that
type
that
shit.
shit that shit was funny. That nigga's like, I don't know this nigga.
Bro, I felt that when he's as soon as King said that, when they was talking to him, whatever, I ain't seen you since King. I don't know that nigga. I'm like, oh, okay, watch him. Something's off here.
Cause like you
Something's
said,
off
he
here for
ran into
sure.
Shanika by herself. So it's
Yeah,
like, okay, she might just cause again, she likes to party. We
yeah.
got this.
And he didn't
So
seem like that type of character. So,
exactly. So that's why she doesn't remember him. But then, like you said, you in a house full of people now.
and don't none of them really know you for that's when it started going off in my head, like,
Mhm.
all right, something off with him right here. And then the person who you said invited you isn't
Not
here to
around.
vouch for that. You know what I'm saying? So now it's looking a little
That's
shady.
why, bro. Like I said, that's he met her. He said it like, yeah, I was invited by Molly. Like, not Molly. Damn, what's her
Morgan. That's
Morgan.
her
What's
that's
her
her
name
character
in
in Insecure.
Insecure? He's like, yeah,
Shout
Morgan invited
shout out
me.
to Yvonne Orgy though one more time.
Yvonne Orgy and Issa Rae for putting that shit together, man.
No, just Yvonne Orgy, but continue.
All right, I see what you're doing.
No,
I see what you're doing.
just
But
Yvonne Orgy.
so yeah, he like, yeah, she invited me. And again, I like I said, initially I'm like, he's the killer. Then again, right there, I'm like, she's not gonna be there when they get there. So nobody can confirm this.
Yeah.
But like you said, so even the because I skipped over, we started talking about so much other shit. We talked about how they together as a unit.
Together as a unit, how they played this racist ass game.
No, not that, not
Oh.
that. The group chemistry.
Oh, group chemistry.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
you see who again, because you have this in large friend groups.
Mhm.
You have I'm gonna be closer with this person than I am with this person. I still fuck with
Yeah.
this person, but me and this
Yeah.
person, we about to go on this mission together real quick.
Yeah,
We come
yeah.
back here. Now,
It's different dynamics within
yeah,
the group
no,
that made it feel more
now if
realistic.
we got a 3-man, come on,
Yeah.
bro. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
this my 2-man. You know, this our
Yeah.
2-man partner. And even with the animosity between Namdi and Dwayne,
Yeah.
they don't tell us what it is initially, so it's a lot of that we don't see.
Mhm.
And it's funny because I think when they meet. He dap up everybody. Nandi daps up everybody. And he goes to dap up Dwayne. Dwayne walks toward. Oh, he just turns around like I get my bags from the
Yeah,
car.
I gotta get my bags. I was like, damn.
Like, yeah, he don't fuck with that nigga. So even then, I was still like, yeah, that's his nigga.
Yeah.
Because why
You
do
see
you
that
hate?
even then.
Because why do you hate this nigga that much?
Yeah.
He gotta be
Yeah.
your ex.
It wasn't making sense at first until I started putting the dots together. Like,
I
okay,
mean,
I'm
and
getting
they
it now.
they made it pretty fucking obvious.
Yeah.
They talk about how Nandi used to be a player with women, how he used to cheat on women, and then how he has a girl now. And then I've been talking a minute, so go ahead, dog. My
No,
fault.
you no, you smooth, you smooth. Like that, I think we done broke down the group pretty well. But honestly, like the core part of the movie, like the main part, I guess, the scary part, outside of the group chemistry, because to me that's what really makes the movie. The horror elements of the movie are kind of just there to it, you know what I'm saying? But the group chemistry is really the highlight of this film. The horror element of, it starts off with Jay Farrell and Yvonne Orji's characters. They find this board game called the Blackening, and it's basically a racist version of Black Card Revoked, just with a Sambo in the middle of the board. That's really the best way I could describe this game. And it asks you questions, just whether it be about Black culture, Black history, just different variations of topics that if you're a part of the Black community, you
You
should know
should
and
know.
should be able to answer, essentially. And then if you get them wrong, you get killed, or there's some kind of severe consequence of bodily harm. That's kind of how the
Let's
game works.
well, like you said, let's step back for a minute.
All right,
You
take a couple
walk
of them
in,
steps back.
you walk into a fucking bro. If
I'm not playing no board game with a Sambo in the middle
I
of it. I'm just
that's where
personally
that's
not.
where I'm going.
Me
That's
personally, I'm not doing that.
exactly where I'm going. We were last year, I believe. Yeah, this past December, my homegirl, her husband put together a birthday thing for her every year. It's
Mhm.
something different. But last year we went up to a cabin in it wasn't Howell. I want to say Holly, Michigan, right outside of
I
Ann
hope it
Arbor.
wasn't Howl.
Yeah, it's right outside of Ann Arbor, I think. Holly.
Okay, okay.
I'm looking at you like you went to. I know where you went.
Yeah, I was about to
But
say, yeah, no, I did not go there. I
it,
spent a lot of time in Ann Arbor, but not
it
that
was
much.
it was something like 15, 20 minutes outside of north of Ann Arbor,
Okay,
and
bet.
it was a little lakefront cabin. But again, what did I take up there? Protection. But again,
Of course.
but if I would have walked in this motherfucking cabin, bro, and I
In
seen that
Holly,
racist
Michigan.
ass gang,
Bro,
I'm
mind
leaving, dog.
you're in the middle of nowhere. For sure the only Black people within 100-mile radius. Gotta be. Or damn near close to it. And you see a board game. First of all, the things around the house are switched around because there's a sign on the door that says game room that wasn't there when you walked in, and nobody in the
No, no,
house put
no.
it up.
Before that, uh, Morgan
And Sean, but Jay
and
Farrell,
Sean
but remember, I'm going off of what happened with the main group
for the main
because
group.
I'm assuming that when Jay Farrell and Yvonne Orji's characters got to the cabin, that game room sign wasn't on that door.
No, but you know what was there?
What?
That racist ass gang.
That racist ass board
And
game. You
at
right?
that point, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
point, we need a
Yeah.
refund. I'm
Yeah,
leaving.
I'm
I'm
not.
getting in my
Y'all have
fucking
a board
car.
game in here with
I'm
a
leaving, bro.
Sambo in the middle of it. I'm so smooth on everything y'all got going on over here right now.
And why
I'm
is this
up.
the only game there? It was the only one out. The rest of them were on the
Yeah.
wall,
Rest
put
of the
up.
games were put
This
up.
shit
This
is on
game
the
was
table.
purposely put in the middle of the table.
You
Get the
got
fuck
black
out of
games
here.
this weekend.
Yeah, hey. Like, come on, bro.
No, I'm not
I'm
standing.
up.
It could have been something not creepy happening, and I still would have fucking left because that's a racist ass shit. And I'm suspicious of you, all the houses around here, or all
Yeah.
the houses that's fucking 5 miles down the road. Fuck no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of this bitch. I'm getting in my car. I'm leaving. These niggas want to stay and play the game. Oh, let's see. Oh, this looks like my grandmother's earring. Fuck you.
That to me, that should have been even more reason. You turn over, like, so it's basically like a racist has Monopoly just with Black Card revoked rules. That's how the board is set up.
Yeah.
And because, like, you turn over, you take your piece that's like, to each character. If I'm turning over pieces and it's one that looks exactly like a piece of jewelry that only one of my family members had, bro, no, like there were several red flags that y'all probably
Several.
should not be
The,
doing
the-
this.
and this is the first group of black people. The first two.
Yeah, this is
And
we ain't even got to the main cast that you follow for most of the movie. This is just Jay Farrell and Yvonne Orji because they're a part of the friend group, but they got up to the cabin first, so they're the ones that kind of like invited everybody else. So the movie starts with them, and they, they're the first ones to play the game and quickly realize the consequences of what happens when you lose. You know what I'm saying? So
they
for
didn't get
them,
any second chances.
they got Jay Farrell out of there so quick,
Nigga.
boy. My man's had no shot at all, and at least Yvonne Orji had like at least a little bit of a chance. Jay Farrell was cooked from jump. Like they gave my man no shot whatsoever. And then I ain't gonna lie, when the rest of the group finally got there and started playing the game, there were some parts that were kind of engaging and funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like when they when they was so the Sambo in the middle of the board game talks.
Let's say before you get to the game part, because it's a lot
Okay.
of shit that happened in the game.
Yes.
Let's talk about when Lisa and Namdi came back downstairs and Shanika hugged her and she said, "You smell like dick. What you been doing?"
So
Namdi
that dick.
comes around the corner. She's like, "Oh,
Oh, that's what you've
that's who
been
you been
doing.
doing." Now, again,
No,
nobody
you
knows
you
they're
missed the part
together.
where Clifton said right after that.
Oh no, I ain't missed that. Single second, no.
I feel you. You right. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
But so now everybody knows that he's back together. Him and Lisa are together, and they were
Yeah.
together in college, and he cheated on her, and
Mhm.
that's where the contention with I hope I used that word correctly. Um, Dwayne and Namdi comes in.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it because that shit, bro. Listen, I told you I was somewhere I shouldn't have been watching this movie, and I'm in this bitch like holding my fucking mouth closed, trying not to
Try not to
yell,
laugh.
dog. This nigga Namdi goes, I think I just got a whiff of that dick too.
Oh no, that was Clifton. That was Clifton.
Yeah, Clifton. I say,
Bro,
bro,
I was like, what? Nigga, I paused the movie. I was like, the fuck did this nigga just say?
like nigga, what tip is you on, bro?
Bro, and it was hold on. It was like it was the way he sniffed first before he did it. Like literally. Shanika goes, "Girl, you smell like." Oh, that's what you've been doing. This nigga go. I think I smell so much. Hold on, what?
Dog.
Literally pause the movie.
I would have said, you smell like y'all smell like sex. I just got a whiff of it, something like that. I'm
Yeah,
not saying I got a whiff of this dick.
or
Like,
if you want to
nigga,
channel your
what?
inner Bernie Mac, you could have just said it smelled like Batussi. That would have been cool too. That would have been perfectly acceptable.
Dog.
But your choice of words, sir,
There
nah.
was so many acceptable words to use.
So many other variations of what you was trying to say that
It-
would have worked so much better.
It was just the fact that they ain't really find shit funny in a movie, which is cool. I like that they only want us to laugh. But nigga, if I'm in a room with somebody and a nigga would have said that, bro, I'm on the floor screaming, bro.
Cause what's wrong with you?
I'm
Like,
stomping my
what
fucking
possessed
nigga.
you
I'm
to say
bringing my
that shit?
fucking leg all the way up, hitting the ground, stomping it. That shit is so because nigga, what?
Pure knee slapper.
Dog.
Yeah.
And then like you said, something happens, they go play the game, and then you go back into the game. Cause a lot of shit, I thought the funniest shit was they like, nigga gonna force us to learn Black history.
Bro, nigga gonna force us to learn black. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. It was a few things because this little Sambo was kind of hilarious a little bit. It was two scenes of them playing the game that got me. One when they said, y'all recite the entire second verse to lift every voice and sing. I
Nigga,
was like, oh,
I
y'all
would
would
have
have
been
got
dead.
me.
I
I was like,
don't
y'all
know.
would have got me. Y'all would
Nigga,
have got
at
me.
the Black graduation, bro, I've only known that first verse.
Oh, I sing the first verse
And
with my whole chest. After
nigga,
that, it's pure mumble.
it was so funny because they got the words on the screen, and I
Mhm.
don't know, niggas was trying to sing, but they was fucking up the rhythm of it. It follows the same
Yeah.
rhythm as the first verse, but everybody singing that first one. That second one came, you just hear niggas mumbling.
Mumbling? Hey, niggas do not know that second
Real
verse,
niggas
bro.
mumbling all the way through that shit, bro. So when Allison starts singing, one, she can fucking sing. Like she can
Nah,
actually
she killed
sing,
that. She smoked that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
which I don't excuse me. I don't know if that's her actual voice or if they like
Dubbed it. It
finessed it.
didn't seem like they dubbed it. It seemed like that was her.
Well,
Was
even
her
like,
voice.
they auto tunes, nigga, anybody sound good on like it's not
You
even
right.
just auto tune
Yeah.
no more. They can make you sound like you sing if it's recorded.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was that or if like she actually sings, but like
Mhm.
she saw that and she saw that whole bitch. I'm like, oh shit. I thought it was when she started, I thought it was wrong. I'm like, oh, let me shut.
Yeah, I was like,
Let
"Oh
me.
shit, it's cooked."
I'm already sitting down. Let me sit my stupid ass down.
I was like, "Oh, she got that shit." Like, damn.
But
Yeah, it was between that and then
the
the scene
friends,
where you said what?
the friends,
No,
the
it
black
was the
people.
one
Okay,
where he was when the Sambo was like, pick the person out of your group that's the
like
blackest to
this.
sacrifice, and Namdi immediately tries to interject and be like, "Hey y'all, we shouldn't be doing this. We should." I was like, of course it's the nigga straight from Africa over here immediately knew, like, hold on, this part of the game don't favor me. But I was with them when they picked Clifton for that. I was like, anything to
So
get this nigga up out of here.
I will say, dog. One, the friends question threw me off too because I only knew about two black people, Blair
Yeah,
Underwood
I've never watched a full
and
episode of Friends in my
Aisha
life,
Tyler.
so
I
that
used
would
to
have got
watch.
me.
So I hate Friends. I hate Friends. I hate Friends, bro. It's not funny. And I used to be like, there's no black people on this show.
Yeah.
Now, regular cast members, no. They do have a few reoccurring big stars. Say Aisha Tyler was on there, Blair Underwood was on there. That's the nigga name, right? Dark skinned nigga from the 90s.
Hold on, what did you say his name was again?
Blair Underwood.
Oh, yep, that seemed about right.
So,
Yeah, the Tyler Perry archetype for a not shit
yep,
nigga. Yep,
yep.
yep, yep.
So he was in there. And like I said, I used to watch the shit when I came home from school because it was either Friends or one of the Judge shows. I used to hate them fucking Judge shows. That shit was stupid. So I watched Friends. I should have watched the Judge shows. But
Yeah.
I
I'm
said
not the biggest Friends fan either. I'm with you.
it's so unfunny to me.
Yeah,
But
not my cup of tea.
they named off five and they did not name off Blair Underwood. That's the only one I knew for sure was on there.
Yeah, no, the one thing I did like about that scene, how they was all like, "I don't watch Friends, but I do remember this very specific
Yeah.
black character from this very specific scene had a relationship with this character."
Yeah,
Next
it
person,
was
I didn't
very
watch it
specific.
either, but there's this very specific scene about when and this nigga Namdi gonna go, "Wait, so
So all
y'all
y'all
fuckers watch
niggas
the
watch all y'all niggas watch
show?"
But so again, the vote off was funny. I just don't in that situation, I would have never done that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
And the only reason is, nigga, you gonna still die.
Yeah,
Like
like,
if you're in that situation, that's the same thing with like torture, bro. And I watch enough 24 to know, nigga, when they kidnap your loved one and tell you to do something for them or they gonna die, you do it, they still gonna
mhm,
die. So
yeah,
so
yeah,
don't give in, torture, all that shit. You gonna tell them what they want to know, you still gonna die. So
yeah.
I was expecting and he did give them a lot of reasons, and it's funny, like he was doing this shit on purpose to prove that he wasn't the blackest because he said something like he was like, I voted for Trump
I voted for Trump.
twice. And then, at the end of the movie when you find out like why he's doing what he's doing, he said he spent 4 years in prison. 22, Biden was in office, right? Um at the end of the day, the nigga can't vote. So,
Yeah,
depending on what state he's in, you know, he's a felon. Felons can't vote. Some
yeah,
state, I think it's like 2 or 3 states that allow felons the right to vote back.
mhm,
Um and there's ways for them in other states, but it's really like really hard. But
yeah.
nigga, you can't vote. You didn't vote for Trump either of the times. And what's the first thing he said, bro?
I
When he
want to try
tries,
to prove he's not black.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
I wish like I said, I should have typed that shit out
I don't know
somewhere.
why I keep thinking about this nigga calling Nas Naz. That was like
Huh?
the one thing that that was the
Was
straw
it?
for me that broke it. Like, oh, this nigga has to go. he
That
he
nigga
needs to
said
get off screen
he
now.
he kept saying it, and that's the funny part, bro. Because that's exactly how I be, bro.
Naz?
A nigga keeps saying some shit the wrong. The first time you like, he ain't say that. Second
He
time you
say that.
like, did he say that?
Huh?
Third time he said that, and then you like maybe he just fucking up. He kept saying it, nigga. Like
Yeah.
it's Nas.
Nah. Loki, that was me in the movie theater watching Shelby Oaks when that motherfucker behind me kept with the weird
Oh, the Pee Wee
noises.
Herman nigga.
Yeah, the Pee Wee Herman. That was me for sure. That was the cycle I went through. Like, was that the movie or am I tripping?
Nigga.
Oh no, that's this motherfucker. Like I went through that same cycle.
Yeah, dog. That shit was funny, bro. And then the nigga, I ain't gonna lie, the shit was funny. because I was about to come in here and be like, it wasn't that funny to me, but it was funny parts. But now that we talking about the shit again, I'm like, yo, that shit was funny, dog. It was like,
Yeah.
it was very like dry most of the time though. It was a very dry humor to it.
Yeah,
Um,
I would say that's fair.
and some of it was you just had to know. Like honestly, you have to know black culture.
Yeah.
The question they said, what does the NAACP stand for? And they like, uh, they all looking around.
Bro, what was the first one? The first thing they threw out, the first option the Sambo threw out there was crazy. It was like, cause
Oh,
what was it? I can't remember.
dog! I forgot he threw out options.
He threw out options. It was like a multiple choice
He only
question when he
got to
asked
one
it.
option though before
Yeah.
Clifton
It was
answered.
like, what was it? It was like Negroes against something. It was something egregious.
But even the game, like I said, so this one like why I wouldn't have played the whole who's the black decide who's the blackest, and I'll let y'all go because even the game has rules. They kept
Hmm.
saying this. It's like the game has rules. The game has rules, but the game didn't even follow its rules
It didn't.
because they went from excuse me, sorry, they went from multiple choice answers to all right. How many seasons was the black Anvil on there before the light skin Anvil had on there?
Bro,
And that was
that
it.
question was like, I was like, yo,
Man, I'm sitting
y'all
there
is
thinking, I'm
trying to.
like, they said 3 seasons, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because
Yeah,
I
3.
thought it was
Yeah.
one.
Dark Skin Viv had more than one season
She
for
did. She
sure.
definitely had more.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was three though.
Yeah, I didn't know off
I
the
didn't
I'm
think
like,
I
at
didn't think she
least
finished
2.
three.
I was
I
like,
was
she at
thinking
least had
light
2.
skin came in
Yeah.
on three. And then it like and I think she was the answer for another question. And they couldn't
She might have been. I don't
and
remember.
they
I
was like,
really wish I had written some more of
oh,
the
it was the
questions
friends
down.
question.
Oh, you're right. It
Because
was.
it's like,
Yes. I think it was light skin ain't Viv.
it's
Yeah, it was
like,
light
no,
skin
it's
ain't
dark skin
Viv.
Avil.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, because it's like, dark
See,
skin
I
Avil.
actually didn't watch Friends, so I
And
don't know.
the nigga was like, I didn't either, but I know her name, Janice Hooper or Herbert.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit, like I said, it's really funny if you're black and you
I would
understand black
agree.
culture. If
Yes.
you don't understand
Yes.
black culture, it's not really gonna be there might be some things you'll find funny, but for the most part, if you understand black culture, like you should find it funny, I think.
Hmm.
Um, because even the reason that most of this shit is happening, bro, I've been playing spades since I was like 19, 20, dog, when I went to the military. And I sit down on the table. We run the table sometimes we don't. We get some books, sometimes we don't.
Hmm.
I don't know how to play spades, bro. I've never learned how to play spades. I just be throwing again,
You just be throwing cards out?
I see some shit that makes sense. Like I said, like, I know if my partner throw out a spade, I shouldn't throw out a spade
Yeah.
because spade is the highest card. Why would I throw that out? You know, we get our hearts off first, get our diamonds off first, get our clubs off first. I get the concept of spades, but like
Yeah.
to really be like, I understand spades. I can teach a nigga how to play spades. I do not understand.
That's fair. I would say I'm probably in
And
the same boat. I know enough to play and not look crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
so the reason all this happened, or even before that, at the beginning when Clifton comes in, he's like, "Okay, y'all playing spades? I want to play." He's like, "I don't really know how to play," and like he's like, "Can y'all teach me?" And nigga, these niggas, bro,
Got on his ass.
I ain't gonna even hold you up, bro. I would have motherfucker niggas would have had to square up with me and that bitch after that shit. That nigga like, so the lady's like, "Well, it's men versus women," or I'm sorry, she said women versus boys, and so you gonna have to learn from them. And the nigga now be sitting back all cool, like, "Nah, I ain't got time to teach you this nigga." Man, hey, bro.
Hey, bro, who you think you talking to?
Yeah, bring that bass down a little bit, bro.
Like, hey,
Cause
like, oh, I don't like your tone, my boy.
but it's crazy because some niggas really be like that, bro.
No, niggas will not teach you how to play spades.
A- and
That's a real thing.
niggas will niggas wanna
Niggas will not teach you and then just expect you to know how to play that
they
shit
they'll be looking for a partner. They'll play with the nigga that sucks at spades
before teaching you how
before
to play.
teaching you how to play spades. Nigga, and again, spades is really not that hard. It's really not. Once you nigga, spades is the high card. We want to win, nigga. You know, we got high. Is really nigga. What's the high card low card game? I'm just say high card low card. You know, when
Yeah.
you throw out a card, if I got a, you place the cards face down. You flip them over, whoever got the highest card takes it. That's basically spades. But a spade, I don't know how this.
We here now.
Nigga, we here now. You wanted a nigga? Nigga here now.
You want the nigga? Nigga here now. He don't understand that Jay runs smart tech. This is my shit.
You're using them big words. Stop being a
I'm
nigga.
taking them with disrespect. Watch your mouth.
Yeah, we run the same smart tech. Yeah, no, that's all right, bro.
This your boy? He just got both y'all fucked up.
Hey, that was you this time.
You right, that was me. I got us off the rails. That's my fault, y'all. I'm gonna get us back. Let's get back. Let's get back.
Yeah, so spades.
Yeah, spades.
The highest number in that suit is what you throw.
We're still low key off for the most part, though. I want you to know we got off of what we were already off on. Like that's the crazy part.
Again, your spade trumps everything except the higher spade.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to have the most books. Honestly, that's the best way I can know to explain it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's about it.
If my partner throw out a fucking 2 of hearts, I should probably throw out a 10 because it's a high card. Hopefully this nigga threw out some bullshit and this nigga threw out some bullshit. We'll see. No, hopefully
we'll see.
And if luckily they throw out a spade because that means towards the end of the game, these niggas ain't got no spades.
Yep. And then
I guess I do know how to play spades.
See, I'm about to say you look, you just describe this nigga gonna say I don't know how to play spades and then describe how to play spades. Like
just taught niggas
how shit.
So hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna need you to clip this because if
come to the Reel Junkies, we'll teach you how to play spades because no one else in your life as a black person is doing it for you. I promise you.
I just taught you how to play spades, bro. A little crash course. Nah, how that's gonna go for you and your partner? That's experience,
on y'all,
bro. That's experience. But you know the rules. You know how to play that shit. But yeah, the way he's talked to that nigga, bro,
very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. Like they wasn't even playing. I see if they was playing together and the nigga did some bullshit.
They didn't even give my man's a chance, bro.
Didn't even get a chance.
Hell no.
And that's when the movie pop off and they go to the card game. They do some goofy shit too. They do some shit that we be like, that's some white people shit. That's why y'all die in horror movies. When this nigga went to go get the gun, he said, "I'ma shoot the lock off." Nigga,
and it shot everything but the lock though.
he shot it eventually, but she's right behind the door.
She's right behind the door, nigga.
You talking about some backup, nigga? Where she gonna back up to? Towards the killer that y'all seen coming towards her? And then the door opens, she's not there. What do these niggas do? Stare into the fucking dark.
Where you know the killer is at, and you see your friends not coming out.
Like, let's use again. We know why this happened because the script says so.
Script says so, bro.
We wouldn't have had a movie without.
See. Here's the thing, y'all. We don't know watch enough horror movies to know. Sometimes when you watching a horror movie and you see a character do some shit, you just gotta go. The script told you to do that, didn't it? Yeah, I understand. So sometimes you just gotta explain away people's actions with that when you watching a horror movie. If you want to have a good time, sometimes you just gotta. You know what? The script told you to do that dumbass shit. I understand. So I get it. You ain't have a choice.
King gets shot with an arrow, right? And this is the next funny part that came up when the killer come around the corner, and he got the bow. He got his little crossbow. Nandi picks up the gun. He hold that shit like this.
And it clipped him, grab his head. Hey, bro. I was like, this movie is so ignorant. Because I had a great time watching this.
And again, so let me not say I knew he was a killer. I assumed he was a killer. I didn't know for sure. Because why would you help this nigga shoot better?
Bro.
Obviously he had some help, so he wasn't the only one. But why would you help this nigga shoot better? But to that point, he did say later, towards the end of the movie, and I know I'm jumping around a lot, y'all, but you should have seen the fucking movie by now. He told him, he said, what really did it was when y'all voted me out the
when y'all voted me out the house.
He might have let him. Nah, he was off his rocker.
He was not letting them niggas go. He was definitely not letting them.
He might have thought about it because I think some shit got cut through this movie too. Because the only reason I'm about to renege on some shit that we said where there's no main actor / actress. It was Lisa.
Lisa is the closest thing to the main character of this movie. I'll say that.
This is why
she didn't really feel like the main character.
She didn't at all.
Yeah.
But I say this because, and I say something got cut because at the end he's like, Lisa was the blackest. and he's really harping
On her for her to
on Lisa
answer.
to get an answer.
Yeah.
So that's where I assume like maybe they cut the part where he really liked her back in the day or some shit, and
Oh, yeah, just giving us
um
some context on, like, why it had
yeah.
to be her. Yeah, no, that's fair.
I don't like I said, I like the movie. I'll say I love the movie. The second I said I wasn't gonna say this, but a second movie has been introduced. They haven't gave us a release date. They haven't said when it started filming. They haven't really given us any information on it. I'm gonna go see that shit in theaters. But I like the movie. If you want to wrap up with the ending, I know we kind of glossed over some shit as far as like there were two masked men trying to kill them. They were twins.
Yeah,
There was
they were the consequences of getting the answers wrong
yeah,
on the game, basically,
there
is them
was a
niggas gonna come after you.
there was a park ranger who seemed his actions at the beginning of the movie seemed racist because of but to be honest with you, the shit made sense.
Yeah.
If you only rent to white people, this nigga is here and he don't know the code and he's trying to get into this house. I might want to stop and question you.
I would at least ask
But
questions.
also he was a park ranger. I was wondering
Yeah, like, I was very confused. I'm like, I really feel like this is not in your job description. Imma be so
you.
real.
But again, and a lot. I'm trying not to go over. That's why. But we glossed over some shit.
I feel like the key points of what makes this movie what it is were touched on. Like,
It's
the
one
to
in
me
particular that I was talking about though, and
what?
it's when Allison took a painkiller, and
Bro.
and so
Bro.
you know, because she stabbed herself with the arrow, trying to take it
Yeah,
out of King,
yeah.
and later King goes, "Hey, give me a painkiller too."
Mhm.
Mika goes to give him a painkiller. He looks at the bottle. He said, "Hey, this Adderall." He
Yeah.
said, "Oh shit."
Shit,
And
that's
then
what
he
I just
gave
gave
it,
to Allison.
and it was funny because if you ever taken Adderall, you know what that should do. And her ass, it what's that movie Limitless? She went on some
Bro, she was
Limitless
on
shit,
some
bro.
limitless shit for sure for, like, them last couple scenes.
And at one point in the movie, she fucked up the one of the killer's stuff.
Nah, she did that nigga dirty as hell.
Dog.
I'm like, "Yo, where did this come from?"
That was the only twist that I didn't see coming. Was it
Yeah.
being two of them? Like I said, I knew Clifton was working with somebody,
Mhm.
but then it turns out it was actually two of them. So
It does help things make a lot more sense. Quick rating on this one. What would you give this?
like you said, I love the chemistry. I love their acting. Most of it. Like I said, I didn't like how they portrayed Clifton. I didn't like the whole lip thing. And like you said, the whole I don't know anything about because he does go into detail like, hey, I'm from Vermont
He
and
did say that
y'all
shit.
ma- y'all made me feel welcome. That's why I did what I did because y'all made me feel so unwelcome. Y'all
Mhm,
made me feel humiliated. I started drinking for the first time in my life. I left, did what I did. This happened.
mhm.
So I love the rest of it. I just didn't like I said, his whole super Carlton shit that they tried to put him on, the lip thing.
Mhm.
Um, and then like I said, they're everybody had their kind of sort of trope. It was over the top at times, but not enough to be like, yo, this shit terrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5, honestly. I kind of want to give it an 8, but I feel like it could have been funnier, and I feel like it actually could have been scarier because even looking at the tag of it, it says horror comedy. If it would have said dark comedy, I would be like, all right, I would have probably gave it a higher. But like they because when they promoted the movie, they promoted it as a horror slash comedy,
Mhm.
not a dark comedy, and it's a difference. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5, man. I think that's really fair. To be honest with you,
I would say that's fair. I'm going 7, so we're about the same. We about in the same boat. I didn't really mind this not really delivering on the horror elements because after the first couple scenes, I just kind of started to realize like, okay, this isn't that type of movie.
you know how
This is
crazy
gonna
that
have
is.
you said what?
You know how crazy that is. That I'm like, I didn't really have that horror element, and you're like, I didn't mind it.
I didn't really give a shit. Let me ride. I didn't really give a fuck.
It's the
Like,
opposite. It should be the opposite.
which is crazy. That like it's wild that that's like how our opinions are. Being the
Yeah,
nigga that watches like most of the horror movies, but that's kind of I think me not watching. I think you not watching that many horror movies and that not being your thing. I think when you came into this, you were kind of expecting a little bit more.
yeah,
Whereas like me, I've seen so many horror movies at this point that after like a couple scenes, I was like, all right, I realize what this is. Let me not put this in the same category that I would put fucking black phone. The first one, not the second one. You know what I'm saying? You know
Yeah.
the second one's not that bad, but not the point. Like I'm not. Let me not put this in that category because that's not what this is. Like let me just treat this for what it is and try to have a good time with what this movie's intended to be. And for what it's supposed to be, I had a good time. I was like,
Yeah.
you know what?
Had a good time.
It's not hitting on the horror elements, but if this shit makes me laugh, I'm gonna just sit back and have a good time with it. And lo and behold, I was laughing my ass off from start to
To be
finish in
honest with you,
this. So
I may have rated it higher if I would have seen this shit in theaters.
yeah, if I see this is the type of movie like if I had seen with like a group of people,
Yeah.
my experience probably would have been a lot more heightened. I agree. I agree. I'm a roll 7 on this one though. This was a very pleasant surprise for
Yeah.
sure. Definitely glad we checked this one out most
This
definitely.
might be
Well,
one of our this might be one of our higher rated movies that's not like a blockbuster that we've
yeah,
seen.
yeah.
I think this might be one of the highest ones. Real quick,
For a film that was just streaming, I would say. I mean, I feel like we gave Rebel Ridge a pretty decent rating too.
I
If
don't
we're
think
just
I
thinking
did.
of just streaming films, I don't remember exactly what I gave it.
I think Rebel Ridge pissed me off a bit.
Oh, because it felt like Black Rambo. I
It
do
felt like
remember.
Black Rambo, but also like nigga catch a body, dog.
Oh, I remember this
These
nigga.
niggas buzzing at you, bro. They trying to take your top off. They killed your cousin. Fight back, nigga.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get in. Although,
I'm
hey,
about to ask because did you ever watch Coach Carter?
of course,
All right, what did you rate it? Seeing it again, what did you rate it?
I'll give it a 7.
Okay, I was about
Actually,
to
no,
say
I'll give it a 7.5 because Coach Carter is better than the Blackening. I don't feel comfortable giving them the same rating. I don't feel comfortable doing that.
see,
I can't do that in good conscience.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
I'll give it a 7. I'm
And
gonna give it a 7.5.
and again, like you said, I don't want to say it's better, it's just different. It really is just different.
Yeah, yeah, different.
But
Different's the word.
somebody was talking about the other day. That's why I wanted to bring it up because we never got around
Yeah,
to
we were
rating it.
supposed to for context, we were
Um,
supposed to review Coach Carter and never did. So
life happened,
y'all just got a very quick life definitely happened. But
but
y'all got a quick synopsis of what could have been.
they were talking about the GPA, the 2.3 that he wanted them niggas to have.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
Bro, them parents, I ain't gonna lie. We might actually double back on that review. Fuck the ratings. But
hey,
like I
I'm
have
really
some thoughts I need to get off my chest.
I did.
Yeah, I got some thoughts I gotta get off my chest about that movie, y'all. Cause some of that shit was egregious. But
Nigga, some. And
yeah, a
then when I
lot of
looked
it
it
was
up, bro,
egregious.
and they like this was probably one of the like based on a true story or
Mm-hmm.
a true story, like the closest to reality. They said they said the way like some of the people are portrayed. Obviously, they mashed some of the characters together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the way some of them were portrayed, it wasn't they were against them. They were just so caught up in the system that it's like, yo, it is what it is. That's what
They
it's gonna
want
be.
the status quo challenged. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when we talk about that, if we gonna circle back to that shit, actually, it is a time where we're gonna circle back to it and we discuss this a little
Oh
bit
yeah,
more.
yeah. We gonna circle back to
So,
Coach
but
Carter
when
for
we do
sure.
that, I'm gonna do another tangent on the school
Oh,
system.
is it is it a tangent if it's pre-planned? Like
It's gonna be a tangent because I don't know what I'm gonna say yet, but I know
fair enough.
I know
Fair
I'm gonna
enough.
go off on the school system because it's not perfect.
Yeah.
But I
Far
like the
from it.
Blackening. I'm sorry.
Have y'all seen The Blackening? Well, I'm sure most of y'all have. That was a pretty popular movie when it came out.
Yeah.
What did you think about it? Of course, let us know your thoughts. Drop some comments in the comments section below. We do appreciate all the discourse. That's what makes being a film fan and watching movies so great. Always continue to like, comment, subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. And until next time, this is the Real Junkies, and stay black.
What
And
happened to
stop
peace,
breaking
nigga?
shit.
What happened to peace?
Stay black. It's The Blackening, nigga. Stay black. Stay black.